Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Story Hour. I'm coming to you today from my kitchen. So you're gonna hear a little bit of this guy here. Say hi, Luke. And you're gonna hear a little bit of food sizzling in the background, but nothing better than cozying up to some lunch and hearing some good stories. We have just started off National Poetry Month. Exciting, right? And so I have some poems for you today. Today, the poems I'm going to be sharing with you come from the book Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. This is a book of a lot of poems. A lot of them are very silly. Luke is very excited about this one here. And so these are some fun poems. Hopefully give you a little bit of a laugh as we have our story hour today. I'll take you through a few of my favorites here. This first one's called Spaghetti, and it's a poem that I'm doing in honor of my son Luke, who when he eats his pasta, he gets it all over his face, and we have to throw him in the bathtub and clean him up after that. So Luke, I think you'll enjoy this next one called Spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti, all over the place, up to my elbows, up to my face, over the carpet and under the chairs, into the hammock and wound round the stairs, filling the bathtub and covering the desk, making the sofa a mad, mushy mess. The party is ruined, I'm terribly worried, the guests have all left, unless they're buried. I told them bring presents, I said throw confetti. I guess they heard wrong, 'cause they all threw spaghetti. This next one is called Jimmy Jet and his TV set. If you know me, you know I love anything that's got my name in it, and so this one has my name. But Jimmy Jet is a little bit different than me, and you'll see that this one is a silly one, but it's got a little bit of a warning in it too, but a silly one. So enjoy this next one. I'll tell you the story of Jimmy Jet, and you know what I tell you is true. He loved to watch his TV set almost as much as you. He watched all day, he watched all night, till he grew pale and lean. From the early show to the late, late show, and all the shows between. He watched till his eyes were frozen wide, and his bottom grew into his chair, and his chin turned into a dial, and antenna grew out of his hair, and his brains turned into TV tubes, and his face to a TV screen, and two knobs saying vert and horiz grew where his ears had been. And he grew a plug that looked like a tail, so he plugged in little Jim, and now instead of watching TV, we all sit around and watch him. This next one is called Sick, and it's a little bit of another silly one. This is about someone who wants to stay home from school by being sick. It feels a little silly right now because we're staying home from school so that we don't get sick. So it's a little different, but it's still one that's pretty fun. We'll see if you can keep up with it. Lots of big and muddled words in here, but I hope you enjoy this next one. I cannot go to school today, said little Peggy and McKay. I have the measles and the mumps, a gash, a rash, and purple bumps. My mouth is wet, my throat is dry, I'm going blind in my right eye. My tonsils are as big as rocks. I've counted 16 chicken pox. And there's one more, that's 17. And don't you think my face looks green? My leg is cut, my eyes are blue. It might be instamatic flu. I cough and sneeze and gasp and choke. I'm sure that my left leg is broke. My hip hurts when I move my chin. My belly button's caving in. My back is wrenched. My ankle's sprained. My appendix pains each time it rains. My nose is cold. My toes are numb. I have a sliver in my thumb. My neck is stiff. My voice is weak. I hardly whisper when I speak. My tongue is filling up my mouth. I think my hair is falling out. My elbow's bent. My spine ain't straight. My temperature is 108. My brain is shrunk, I cannot hear. There's a hole inside my ear. I have a hangnail and my heart is, what? What's that you say? You say today is Saturday? Goodbye, I'm going out to play. This last one here is one of my favorites. This one is called Pirate Captain Jim. Enjoy it. Pirate Captain Jim. Walk the plank, says Pirate Jim. But Captain Jim, I cannot swim. Then you must steer us through the gale. But Captain Jim, I cannot sail. Then down with the galley slaves you go. But Captain Jim, I cannot row. Then you must be the pirate's clerk. But Captain Jim, I cannot work. Then a pirate captain you must be. Thank you, Jim, says Captain Me. Thanks so much for tuning in today, everybody. I hope you loved Story Hour. I miss you guys a lot. And enjoy these. Have an excellent weekend, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks so much.